is Retro, and I'm back. Hey, I just got some heard some fantastic news through Microsoft that Microsoft finally got the green light with Activision, so they be signing a contract today. Today is Saturday, and they will be signing the contract today. You know, purchase Activision, and my thing is this: what I got to say about this whole thing, and I'm gonna leave this alone from now unless something new come up, or I'm gonna be doing the video every blue moon like I've been doing. Cause it really ain't nothing worth to talk about, really. But I just want to share my thoughts and make it very quick what I think about this whole thing. I'm gonna take myself back to Walmart when I had, started working for Walmart, and I remember every time I used to walk past this board that they had, they have all these little small rules, that for us how to treat customers. And there's one rule stood out to me, then it haven't left me since it still stick with me today. Is the customer is the boss. And that's what I want to talk about today. The customer is the final boss to this whole thing. When I go on Twitter, then I don't see everybody come around making crying faces or Jim, what's his name? I can't pronounce the guy's name who do games for Sony and stuff like that, who brings Sony to the forefront. Jim Ryan. And I don't even remember his name that well because I don't push him like that. They make cry faces of Jim Ryan. Y'all feel salty, but these Xbox fans can't tell you what you salty about when you ask them a certain question or bring certain things to the forefront towards them. They just say you salty, but they can't solve the problem what you talking about. They can't challenge it. All they just say, you salty, but they can't tell you what you really salty about. That's the most weirdest thing I ever seen in my life. But anywho, let me continue to move forward when I was, about to say, about the customers. At the end of the day, Jim Ryan is not the one who sells Sony. He played part of that. Jim Ryan's job is to bake a cake for the customers. Who got the last say in this? Who's the final boss in this whole thing is the customers. If you bake a good cake for me, I'm gonna buy that cake. If you turn around and then charge me too expensive for this cake, I'm not gonna buy it. And I ain't talking about going to Game Pass. No, I won't do that because that's not ownership to me. All Jim Ryan is a baker. That's all he is. He's nothing but a baker. Just like Phil Spencer is a baker. But the thing is, Phil Spencer is not baking cakes. He just turn around and buy somebody else's cake and then sell it back to you with a different price tag. While Sony, Jim Ryan, they baking a cake and then selling you this cake. So I'm just saying the same thing, about both of them. Bake a cake, some I would like, and trust me, I would buy. And everybody would love to say these other crazy things that talking about you salty and stuff like that. You got to prove that I'm salty because right now Microsoft still dead last. They got all these studios. They got more studios combined than Sony and Microsoft put together, and still in third place. They got Game Pass, they got Bethesda, they got Rare, they got all these studios, but still in dead last, dude. Come on, dude. How you gonna call somebody salty and y'all still dead last? And these are things that I say, that I really say. If you bought Bethesda, you supposed to be head of the game. You supposed to be in first place. And I'm here to tell you, they not gonna do well, with Starfield. They not. Starfield gonna push the numbers, but it's not gonna. We probably ain't gonna know about it. What Starfield do. And Microsoft gonna raise them prices of Game Pass and more. Because they just spent billions of dollars just to buy Activision. So they have to make that money back. And I'm hearing people that's quitting left and right, from Microsoft, because Microsoft didn't elect the other studios. I wonder I wonder why they would do such things. But my thing is for Sony, and it's a smart move that I think is on Sony's behalf, that Sony do not stop selling Blu-ray copies of the game. They don't need to stop at this point, and that's the good thing. That's a good thing that they do not stop selling Blu-ray copies of games, because that's what I buy. Microsoft choose to go full digital. Sony's trying to go that digital route with them, and everybody knows it's not going to turn out the well for them at the end, because the thing is, as long as you trying to copy your competitor, that's lead a dead end. Just like Marvel following DC, and look what DC is going through right now. DC Comics is going through because they trying to mimic Marvel or Marvel Comics, and Marvel Comics got Marvel money. But at the same time, you see how Marvel is going on with Disney right now. It's like Bob Iger don't have nothing to do, with Star Wars, and then had nothing to do with Marvel Comics, movies after he destroyed that stuff. He really destroyed DC and Marvel. Going through this I don't know what phase of Marvel going through after Infinity Wars and all that type of stuff. He went downhill from there. You know what I'm saying? And he trying to find a way to get out, just like the same route Microsoft take. But the thing is, I say about Sony do not need to stop Blu-ray. They do not need to stop. They need many door open as possible to stay on top. Because if they don't do that, then they're gonna find themselves in last place. Need to keep the graphic going. They doing 5K games. They need to stick to that. 4K or whatever, 8K, whatever games they do, they need to stick to that. But let's make it clear. The customers is the final boss. If you win the customer heart, they're gonna buy. And I keep telling them this. If you got Bethesda, you got all these studios, you still not buying games from them, you wait till the PlayStation owners buy games, then that's a sad thing. You should never wait, Xbox fans should never wait till PlayStation owners to buy their games for something that they purchase, because everybody know that Call of Duty is gonna be total trash when they're gonna be on Xbox. It's gonna be downgraded, just like Starfield is. It's just downgraded. So my thing is, it's depend on the customers. If the customers go to Microsoft, it's gonna happen for them. But because they the final boss. But Jim Ryan and Phil Spencer, they number bakers. The difference with these two bakers, one of them turn around and batter cake. Phil Spencer turn around, batter cake from the baker, and then bring it back to resell, or go and batter baker and then try to mimic that same cake and that ingredients from that popular baker. Which it could hurt them or it could be for them. While Jim Ryan actually got his own baking station in Sony, and baking cakes. That's all they doing. They the bakers. So them bakers don't got nothing to do with us as customers. Us as customers, their job is to sell us this beautiful cake. Their job is to sell us something that we like from both parties, even from Nintendo. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. It's easy for me to get because they don't got nothing I want to play. I'm playing games, I love the NES and the Super NES games. But today, Switch don't have nothing worth playing. You can put Zelda out there anytime you want to, but that's something I don't play. But, God of War and all that type of stuff, that's stuff I play. Call of Duty, I got Call of Duty games. And I think I showed it on some of these videos. So I'm not worried about that. But my thing is to Microsoft, congratulations. Of them, person Activision, but I think it's not going to change my mind to get anything from Microsoft. Like I said, man, you got to bake a better cake. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, the customers is the boss, not Jim Ryan, not Phil Spencer. They just bakers. But hey, leave me your thoughts and comments, what you think about this. This is Retro, and I'm out. One.